Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ruin. So, today we're going to be doing Magic the Gathering Top 10. Today we'll be exploring the top 10 torch cards in all of Magic. And now, at number 10, we're going to start our list with Trailblazers Torch. It's from Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate. It's a common, just going for a whopping 15 cents on the market. When it enters the battlefield, you take the initiative. It does cost 4, which definitely puts a pushback on that. Whenever a creature becomes blocked, it deals 2 damage to each creature blocking with an equipability of 1. By the time you get 4 mana, it should be. There's just so many other spells, but when it comes to torch cards, at least it's in the top 10. So now, at number 9, we have War Torch Goblin from Ravnica, City of Guilds. It's a common, that's right, another 7 cents. So these cards are not being very expensive. But we have 1 for a 1/1, and sacrifice it, deals 2 damage to target blocking creature. The reason for that is basically the ability it can do. 1 for a 1/1 is pretty standard and pretty awesome. At least you can do something with this Goblin Warrior. Now let's move on to number 8. Well, we have a blue card called Torch Drake. It's from a guild pack. It's a common one for, 7 cents as well. This one costs 4 mana for a 2/2. The reason why is because it's a flying creature card, and it could give it +1/0 until the turn. And that ability keeps going over and over again if you have as much mana as you want. That's the reason why it just costs so much for this flyer. It's just not worth it. But when it comes to torch cards, it deserves to be on the top 10. So let's move on to number 7. We have Blazing Torch from Innistrad or Zendikar. It's an uncommon, then it actually went to common with an average price of 8 cents. I like this because it does cost only 1 with an equipped 1 ability, which I think is a pretty decent fairness. And it says the creature can't be blocked by vampires or zombies. That's okay. But you can sacrifice Blazing Torch and deals 2 damage to target creature or player if it's equipped. And that's again, really cool ability, that's why it's at number 7. But let's move on to number 6. Well, we got Order of the Sacred Torch. Yeah, that's right. So the person in the picture is carrying a torch. It's from various sets. It's a rare going for just under $1. I like it because it's white and I'm a fan of the white color. This costs 3. It's a 2/2. Pay 1 left to destroy target black spell. Effects are prevented. So the real reason is it's only against black, but I put it there because it is a creature 3 for 2/2 with this extra ability, and I figured why not. So let's move on to number 5. Well, we got Torch Courier. It's from various sets. It's common, going for 17 cents on the market. The reason why it's at number 5, well, basically you get a 1 for a 1/1 haste. And on top of that, another target creature gains haste until end of turn if you want to sacrifice it. That's really, really cool for a common. You don't see that kind of thing. And I'm a big fan of haste. That's why I put it at number 5. But let's move on to number 4. We have Caravec's Torch. It's from Mirage. It's 22 cents on the market for this common card. So is X and a mountain. Interrupts that target. Again, interrupts. Used to be a thing back in the day. We mean instances that target the torch. Each costs an additional 2 to play. Deals X damage to target creature or player. Well, other than that being not an instant, this card is very, very cool. And for a common, I really like that. So let's move on to number 3. Well, we're moving up there in the prices, I guess. We got Torch Song from Urza Sega. It's an uncommon, going for an average price of just under 20 cents. Costs 3 minutes. Says during your upkeep, you may put a verse counter Torch Song. Sacrifice Torch Song, deal X damage to target creature or player, where X is the number of those verse counters. Cost 3. Because this is an enchantment, it kind of, I repeated myself, but have that damage on the stack, and it's an enchantment. So it's on the stack, and you can use it anytime, and theoretically, if it's not being destroyed, it's not a spell out of hand, so it's a good card just to keep going. But let's move on to number 2. Well, we have Torchling, which I thought would be like Morphling, but apparently this one's not good. It's from various sets, it's rare, and only 21 cents on the market. Costs 5 mana for this 3/3. And it pretty much has the same ability as Morphling, but that one's more expensive. This one's just untap, can't be creatures blocked by turn this turn if able. Change a target or -1/+1. I guess it's just 3/3, it should be higher. But let's move on to number 1. Well, we have one of the most expensive cards, considering torch cards. It's Chandra, the Torch of Defiance. It's from Kaladesh, or various promos with Mythic. So, Kaladesh, it's only from $3.51 with an average price of $43 for any of the promo cards in this one. And while most Planeswalker cards are pretty effective, this one is 4/4/4/4. You can add mana just by doing the plus. That's really cool. 4 damage. And you can also get the emblem. Whenever you cast a spell, that emblem deals 5 damage to target creature or player. It's pretty much game over if you can pull that off. And that is the top 10, unusually top 10 cards of the Torch. So I hope you guys have a good day and a good evening.